You're not going to play very long in the NFL, so I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back, and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Carter. He gets in there to record the sack, number 16 now on the season. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll look to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And they will finally run him down. A huge play there on the screen pass. 31 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. There'll be a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one taken in. Kayshon Boutte, touchdown Saints. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. On the move left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
To the air again. Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's good.
That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
33-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Saints out on top. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. Looking at a second down and 9 to go. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Forced out wide. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
At the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
From a little closer, here's second and goal. He'll try and run right on the option. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The Saints offense and Tyler Algier getting ready to go back to work. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Let's go now. 18 yards, late.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out wide. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete. But it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. They'll run the draw with Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Good, set. 180, 180.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Off he goes. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Here's the option, running right. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Saints 7.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Yeah! And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll get this out to Algier. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Left side into the hands of Olave. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Britton Covey now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown.
Great, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Out to his right. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Great, set.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Rolling right. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's a gain of 18.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll run. And he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead.
Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's a run with Algier. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Moving left, taking a shot downfield for Smith. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to dial up another deep ball. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to.
That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Dallas Goedert, touchdown Eagles. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The quarterback sack.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Thursday Night Primetime continues after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Viking 18.
Back to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd and 10.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Olave is the motion man.
45-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense. They're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Moving to his right. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. Pickup of 46 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
They'll pitch it to Barkley.
Well, I think you and I here in the booth might kind of share the same body language expression that coach does on the sideline. I think everyone's kind of looking at each other like, what exactly did we just watch? But in this case, he decides to go the other way and suffers a big loss.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That complete to Algier. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's third down.
On third down, they'll set him to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
Back to the air one more time. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 13 yards.
He'll look to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. They'll look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They're not disappointed as they have the advantage here in the fourth. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On second down, they're going to run the option here to the right. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
And what's that one thing you hear from coaches all the time, Mike, right? Finish strong, and he's doing just that. His numbers here in this one, they have been terrific. But he's going to give you a full 4 quarters, and I think at this point in the game, he knows there's even more yards to be had.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
13-yard line.
And he pitches it. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 on the
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
Third and long for Hurts. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further. here in this fourth quarter.
35, Saints 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Algier. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Rattler in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jalen Phillips that time in there for the sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Rattler. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Blankenship on coverage.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a...
The sun starts to set. We're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception, or knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Play action now for Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
And the Chargers go.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 41.
This is Hampton, right side. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's down to almost... No, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
Again, it's Hampton. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30-yard line.
Back to Hampton. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Herbert finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone. Coach clearly not happy with the call on the field. So the Armadillos are going to throw the red flag.
That's another Chargers first down.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Herbert on 1st down. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Armadillos nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out, going strong well over a decade now after entering the league as a first-rounder out of Delaware, it's Joe Flacco.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, much more importantly, a win.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
And a yard at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw now. As the hook up again to Njoku. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on the 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Armadillos finish off their opening drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Armadillos start off well to tie things 7-7. after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35.
It's a gain of 14.
We've set it down from 37.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The sack defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Back now, pressure coming. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. Let McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Armadillos 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Armadillos and Joe Flacco coming out for their next drive. And that passing touchdown he started this game off with just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Pass play coming here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And an Anchorage 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a throw. His top target, Njoku, has another one. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
That's another Anchorage.
Throwing it again here. Throw right side, caught by Njoku. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And they get this down to the 28.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Flacco's going to throw here on first. He gets this to Harold Fannin Jr. complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On the red zone now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Armadillos earn the chance to tie it before halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Brought in right side. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert from the gun. It's complete to Johnston, outright. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun give to Hampton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. All right, we'll take a brief timeout here for an injured player. Never something you want to see this late in the season. They're going to check him out. It's caught left side by Harris. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll run with Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. After the sack, they're left 3rd and goal now from the 13. Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point. Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime anytime you score points right before the final frame. And for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Here comes their offense out again. 19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. 1st and 10, looking to throw. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 10. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our... Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's a return from the 7. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. That's him on the quick hitter. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down, looking for options. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Judkins. Sign quarterback run here. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
Here's another for him. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from...
And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Armadillos take the lead right away in half number 2. Rudy knocks that extra point through. And the Armadillos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 17.
Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Kelly now to return. Shoves one away. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he's kept up the pace all season long to the point, look, he's in the top 5 across the NFL in passing. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Gets this one to Gadsden. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Caught, nice gain left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Chargers, a gain of 19 yards.
Herbert.
And the Chargers
Short pass brought in. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down. A gain of 22 yards.
Herbert now, blitz coming. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Cap it.
It's Herbert once more. Into the hands of Gadsden, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. 7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Black 80, black.
Herbert to throw once more. Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one, of course, is a 4th down. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. all the way left side. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
For an Anchorage first down.
Dropping back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. And they're going to have a first down now. He's going to throw it. That one's complete right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Anchorage first down.
Back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining in this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll try to do it himself. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. He has it on the QB sneak. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
And an Anchorage first down. First down and goal to go.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Anchorage. Armadillos up by 4. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. He tries to sneak it. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Options are open here, and this is 2nd and inches.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
He keeps it himself. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Armadillos drive their lead to 11.
Armadillos 31, Chargers 20.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just 40 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So they let him keep the yardage after that short completion, Brock, and they decline the penalty.
Yeah, kid, I think that's all about bringing up the next down. Your defense just held them to a minimal gain, and trusting they can do it again.
Dialing up a receiver screen. And this one does not go far. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He will have the first down there. They can start celebrating now. That's going to lock up this victory for him.
Anchorage 13-yard
Going to pass it here. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Armadillos have likely locked up the win right there. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Armadillos push their lead to 18.
38. Chargers 20.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Has this at the 6. Massive hits, the ball's out. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. That one connects. And he will not get to the end zone on our final play, as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before. Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Fielded at the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. To be the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
It's a huge pickup on the play, and that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Another one for Cook. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Ready? We go.
Slot receivers headed left. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. 6 yards to go here. It's third down.
56, 56.
They'll throw, third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down. Special teams does their job. And now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
Dory Jackson now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Let out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Hurts setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you are going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively?
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now pitch it to Barkley. And they limit the damage, just a few yards on that gain. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Second and 6 at the Bills' 40-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Here's another carry for Barkley. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro?
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Escapes the pocket. Got man downfield, and Goddard has it. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They come through massive gain there on fourth down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They pitch it out to him here. Pop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6. I am really...
The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
And the Bills, first down.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 38-yard line.
To the air again, Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. He gets loose down the right side. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Pick up with 44 yards on the play. First down, Buffalo.
First down throw for Allen. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
2nd down, Allen throwing again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Allen on 3rd down. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Bills.
Again, Allen to the air. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Allen setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. This from 40 on the right hash. The kick by Ryland is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And the NFL rushing title within his grasp as we enter the penultimate week. He sits atop the league in yards. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Trimmer.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. And big plays on that side of the ball, they can come in bunches.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And he'll try to hit this one well. Oh, and they fake it. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Round 80!
Back to the air, Allen. Brought in. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Ryland is good. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Not a big window for those halftime speeches. They're right back out of the locker room and set to resume play with the 3rd quarter. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Jackson now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And you can see with just this and one more game remaining this season, He's leading the league in rushing touchdowns. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Flush down out to his left. He's looking deep once again. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Headed out right. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Now Hurts. Forced out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud.
Oh, Allen loses it! And the Eagles get to it. The 30! He's at the 10! And he will take it back with a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut the lead down to just 2.
Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Returnable from the 2. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off Reed Blankenship.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Great. Set.
Running left, this is Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Great. Set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Chased out to his right. That's completed right side. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles jump in front now by 5.
Eagles 14. Bills 9. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. This is ahead for about 5. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Offense is set. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's another Bills first down.
And Allen will hold on to this. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
The tackle by Moro Ajomo. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing here, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On the sneak, it's Allen. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a third quarter lead. Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math is pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. It puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
On second down, here's Barkley. It's a design look for Hurts. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw right side. Caught by Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the pistol, Hurts. Buying some time right. He's got Smith again. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 19-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. A 4-yard loss on the play. Second
And they'll pitch it out to him.
the Bills' 13-yard line.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Gain of 11.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Give up the gut to Bigsby. Oh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal.
By Gregory Rousseau.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. After I'd imagine dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And, of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Good work so far. He's got room. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 17.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Covey now to return this. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts setting up to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He rolls to his right. Hits him on the in route. So they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. It's Hurts once again. On the move. Headed right. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. All right, there's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Hurts on 3rd and 2. Escapes out to the left. He's going to run for it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles losing by 7. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Headed out right. Taken in by Smith. Has some room to work. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He'll take this at the 10. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills and Khalil Shakir headed out on offense now. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6.
Setting up to pass. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They've got to keep moving quick here.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Bills. First down.
Here he is to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. To throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The Bills with a punt team out there. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. Big play. Pushes them beyond midfield. And he gets out of bounds, gets them the first down as well, and move them into field goal range. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. Took off with it again. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
10 yards on the play.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing now. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got Smith. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. This is off the left upright and in. It's good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minutes.
You know what I love about that kick? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And as they get set, Carter, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic.
In trouble now, and the ball is out. And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Here's the backup. First throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Sidney Brown on the coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now to throw. Finds the in route complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Well, now how about this return? And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The first carry for Rashad White. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, it's the man who left Baltimore as the greatest passer in franchise history, MVP of Super Bowl 47, Joe Flacco. Flacco. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Flacco. Right back to Njoku. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45.
Now Flacco. This is the tight end, Njoku. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Once more, it's Flacco. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
That's another Anchorage 1st down.
Flacco. Over the middle, that's to Fannin, his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Anchorage 1st down.
To pass, Flacco. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Fannin, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Armadillos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Armadillos 7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been effective with the ball in his hands all season long. The NFL's leader among quarterbacks in touchdowns scored on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Flacco looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Flacco. He's got Njoku over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flacco will take to the air again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Fannin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Armadillos go up by 2 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now Moody for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score
a drive there of just 4 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he enters his final weekend as the league leader in rushing yards by a quarterback. He has been a dynamic dual threat all season long. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now Flacco. Pass caught by Fannin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Anchorage, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now. Drop all 80. Go.
Passing play, Flacco. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
At the 38-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Intended for David Njoku. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go pass again with Flacco. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Armadillos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he enters this final weekend of the regular season as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Flacco. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That's another Anchorage.
Now Flacco. This is the tight end, Njoku. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
12 more yards. That's another Anchorage.
Here's Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Armadillos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
To throw again is Jackson. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Jackson now.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The tight end in motion right.
17-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman,
a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 6. And a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They run straight ahead here with White. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
The score, Armadillos.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Passing play. Flacco. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schmidt. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Flacco.
Pass taken in.
And he caught it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Well, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now Flacco. Caught by Jones.
Flacco's pass. He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3.
Now it's Flacco. He finds his man complete. It's Schmidt.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw.
Pass caught by Fanning.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Jenkins is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25.
And the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extended 10 now.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Jackson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Jackson.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
A 6-yard loss.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, at least at the very
downtown along Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Philadelphia. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. Biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Irving. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd down and 9. Now the shotgun. Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Here's Mayfield. In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
2nd and 5. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's the option. Running right. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back, big pickup.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. And they've got second and long, 2nd and 14. Here's Hurts, moving left, taking a shot downfield for Smith. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Moving outside the pocket, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bucs offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Buccaneers.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Quick slant into the hands of Ibuka. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The Eagles 43-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Oven. The ball comes out. Gonna stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down.
180.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete. Jalen McMillan, what he was looking for there. And that'll set up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. His 4th TD grab of the season.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Eagles 7, Buccaneers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. Godwin working the right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Get this complete right side to Otten. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 42-yard line.
Second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. McMillan, the man in motion. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll send a man in motion left. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. This one on target to Godwin. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
That's a gain of 10.
It's Otten in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Ibuka. Complete. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. This is caught at 2. And he'll take it on in. Emeka Ibuka. Touchdown, Tampa. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
The extra point is good.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutches.
The Eagles offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. Again, working deep downfield. This one popped in the air and intercepted.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you now to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Jackson now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And you can see he leads the league in rushing coming into this final week. We'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big one there to start the 2nd half. The gain is 64.
That ball is dropped in a bucket, Mike. I mean, this defense, they continue to bring pressure with the variety of blitz packages that they have, but they're just not getting home. And as a result, they stress their coverage, and he ends up putting that one right on the money.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Brings up third down.
It is third and long.
No touch that. No touch.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up fourth down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
Great. Set. On anyone, huh? No touch.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll buy time left. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 10.
Here's Irvin. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
Reed Blankenship on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
McMillan comes in motion. To throw is Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
Formation.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10.
No touch that. On anyone, huh? No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed to his left. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
On third down, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Buccaneers offense getting set to get back to work. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter. That touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Now Mayfield gets this one into the hands of his receiver Godwin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Baker. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Eagles, first down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Third and a yard. He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll try and run right on the option. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
Great, set. Trimmer. No touch.
Now an option here, left side. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Makes the score Eagles 14, Buccaneers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a first down.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Mayfield. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need one right now. Third and long. That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up fourth down. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Hurts working in the pistol. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run. It's Barkley. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. To throw, Hurts. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Brought down back at
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll pitch it to Barkley. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a two-possession game here late.
Elliott on now for the PAT. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Here's 1st and 10.
Ping! 20! What's up?
Now Mayfield in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, I'm only 33.
Mayfield to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Mayfield, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive.
Trying to get away, but he can't break free. And that is going to be a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
And the Buccaneer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Eagles. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Going up top. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They finish off the regular season in grand style.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. There's a return from the 7. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. So out had the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
Kate, it is a long postseason road ahead of them, especially when you're the road team in this wild card environment. They're going to likely be underdogs all postseason long, so you better embrace that moment. You better attack it like every play is on the line. In this first drive, I'd expect them to lead by example. Be aggressive from the jump.
On second down, Robinson. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. New set of downs from 37. On first down, here's Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
Penix now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A loss of 7 yards.
From the shotgun, Penix. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
9 yards. And it's third down. Third and...
From the gun, it's Robinson. They're going to get him again. A couple of stops now, Brock, they've made behind the line. They're going to force fourth down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kind of a fun moment as a quarterback when you jog on the field in this situation. Hey, you know, weeks 1 through 18, they really don't mean a lick right now. It's a whole new season, a whole new sense of urgency, and he's got to lead the way.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Buying some time right. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. On the draw, it's Barkley. There's the intensity we expected in playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
Reader brought him down.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. Getting out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gasses the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Rolling out to his left. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. And this one kicks out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but a tough spot now after a massive loss.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had a huge play until they saw that ball bouncing out of bounds. One bounce and just the other direction there off the field. Instead, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He rolls to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
This makes it up to the 25. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. And coming off our first points of the ball game, they're going to take over now trailing 3-zip. Penix on first down. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
Play fake. Penix. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down. Here he goes, third and long. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Jack Fox on the punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On first down, Hurts. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10. Here's Penix to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Penix here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked up.
Kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively.
That's grabbed inside the 30. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead on the first play of the drive. Dallas Goedert, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
To the air with Penix. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That throw intended for Drake London. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it deep downfield. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Penix. He's got London left side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 11 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. That one's complete to London. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Adoree Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
180. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Toss play to Barkley. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Big gain downfield. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Hurts on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Hurts. Flush down now to his left. Now he's going to air this one out long down the middle. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He's trying to go deep again. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Kyle up,
Final throw before the break. Rolling left, and he's into the end zone. No time left, and they take the lead right as halftime arrives. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So a field goal, and I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Covey now to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the
That's kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Headed out right. That throw behind his intended target. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So now it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We've got a timeout as they rush out to treat an injured player, and no, this is not what anyone wanted to see. Jalen Hurts, the one injured on that play. First down throw by McKee. Escapes out to the left. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Here's McKee from the pistol. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. McKee out of the shotgun. Buying some time left. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out at halftime. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 24, Falcons 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game.
Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Penix. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. They send him left out of the slot. From the shotgun, Penix. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets them up with a third down. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And make this defense 3 for 3, partner. Consecutive sacks. That is how you kill a drive. It's fourth down. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the puncher gives him new life and this first down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up to the 28-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28.
They're going to throw out of the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they come through the sack to bring around third down. They send a receiver in motion right. Third down, it's Penix. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. They'll bring out the punter here. Jack Fox will kick it away. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Head coach Nick Sirianni readying the Eagles for their next series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll pitch it to Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
McKee setting up to throw. To the outside, it's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. An option give to Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's the backup. First throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
They're going to get to him, and what a shot! The football's out! And the Birds got to it! Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they... turning the ball over there, but no doubt probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they could rip that ball away from you too.
First down, a run with Barkley. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19.
Pitch it out to him. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Well, right side, caught by Smith. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Let's go.
First and 10.
The team from the gun. Vacates quickly left side. Now he takes it. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
McKee now.
2nd and 2.
Dumped off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Making the call himself. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
And an Eagles 1st down.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
They pitch it to him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down.
1st and goal now as they try to pass.